Now, they tell me this is also a highly automated facility here.
Yes, yes.
The facility that we're in right now. Talk about that automation.
It's there are many. We try to meet many requirements. The very first one, of course, is about safety and health. We want to have a facility. You will see it during the plant tour, with no powder, extremely clean working place for our employees. So that's really the primary target we looked after when we automate such a facility. Of course, the second one is the quality, because you know that mixing cement-based product, mineral, it's pretty tricky, and you need really to be extremely fine on the way you mix and to get the best quality, and that's really the way to achieve it is through the automation. And of course, the third point is about productivity, because you want also to have a very cost-competitive base to serve your customers.
So then I have to imagine this is the most advanced adhesives plant in the United States because it's new and because of this automation?
It's a model we duplicate in different parts of the world. Today we do it in Dallas. We, just for your knowledge, we started up 2 such plants early this year in Malaysia and in India. So now it's a model we will duplicate in the years to come in the US and also in other parts of the world.
Why Dallas? Why not some other city?
But first, we already have other powder plants production site in the US. We have one on the west coast in Temecula and one on the east in Paulsboro. So it made a lot of sense to have a third one just in the middle in one of the most dynamic states of the US. But the third one is not going to be the last, and there will be once again a few more to come.
Interesting. I saw a piece on your website that talked about the Bostik way. 6 sets of commitments. I have to ask you about that. Just to tell us about that.
So I'm glad you asked. It's not so often that people ask about the Bostik way. The Bostik way, to make it simple, that's the value of Bostik, of course. But to make it simple, that's about people. You may invest in equipment, you may invest in technologies or branding, but at the end of the day, what makes the difference? It's the associates and the people. And the Bostik way, this is our DNA, who we are. You read it on the website, I'm sure. And that's what makes us unique and what makes our customers love us, hopefully.
Interesting. Now, most of the people watching this are in the floor covering business and the construction area. What role do you see Bostik ultimately playing in the floor covering arena? And you can include the whole construction arena as well, as a supplier.
But what we tend to do is to innovate, of course. Where people expect us to do something different is through innovation, by bringing what we call these smart solutions. We see ourselves not just as a provider of adhesives, we see ourselves as a provider of solutions, bonding solutions, but once again, solutions which do more than just stick things together. So we bring benefits, or we bring additional performances to our end users, to our customers, to our specifiers, to the architects. And of course, we try to bring something, but we have also to hear or to listen from them what they expect. And that's also the way we see our contribution. And when you were mentioning the Bostik way, in the Bostik way, the O of Bostik stands for opening. We listen to what the others have to say. And that's how we will bring also, and we'll keep contributing to this industry.
And that's what starts the R&D process, I suppose.
Obviously.
How would you describe the competitive environment in the adhesives arena here in the United States? And does it differ depending on where you're standing in other parts of the world?
I would say it's a pretty innovative industry with good players. As I said, there are many innovations, so plenty of opportunities to differentiate, to create value. So I think that would certainly, I would consider it's a dynamic business, dynamic industry with good players. It tends to be sometimes a bit cost competitive, or I would say challenging from that standpoint, but You may also see that as an opportunity to progress. I would say it's an industry with plenty of opportunities where we can really bring something different. And innovation is one of the key drivers. I wouldn't say it's commodity, it's more specialty industry, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. In the floor covering ceramics arena, what are some of the areas you're going to be focusing on going forward? It sounds like you've got a lot of plans ahead.
But we see ourselves as a provider of solutions. So we are not going to say we are specifically a specialist on ceramics or on soft flooring, on hardwood. We really provide, I would say, the full basket of solutions. And we want to serve the market on a global basis, and regardless of the applications themselves, can be in residential, commercial. So that's really where we play.
Interesting. You've got to be pretty pleased about this plant. You've got a lot of people here, a lot of dignitaries. Talk about your personal feelings about this plant and about being able to have this grand opening this morning.
I think we are all very proud, of course. Having a new plant, it's like having a new child in a family. And when you build such a plant, it's not just for a few years, it's for tens of years. So I think it's very motivating for all of us. And of course, as I said, it's just one out of many others. And so I look forward to having such openings very soon also, in the US and outside of the US, of course.
Very interesting. Let me also ask you about the partnerships. That's one thing in reading about this company. It seems like you've worked very much on building partnerships among various players. Talk about your attitude in that area.
I'm going to come back to the Bostik way. That's really about building long-term relationship. In the Bostik way, we have the S, sustainability. We do what we consider to be right. We don't try to do quick fix. We build for the long term. And that's, I think, the best way to describe a balanced and sound partnership. That's exactly what we've been doing for more than 125 years.
Very good. We appreciate very much you having us here and spending this time with us this morning, and congratulations on this beautiful plant.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you very much. We've been talking with Bernard Pinatel. He is the CEO at Bostik. We're at the grand opening of their new plant in Dallas, and this is Top Floor TV.